What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here. Going to be cracking an entire case. This is actually 6 boxes, 6 loose boxes, but whatever. A case worth of Guardians Rising. So I'm super excited about this. I'm not doing a profit or loss thing, just doing a case opening, and we're going to see how it goes, what I end up ripping in these Guardians Risings boxes. To my knowledge, what we are doing is that we are opening these, and then we are going to be inventorying our store with all like commons, uncommons, things like that. And apparently that's going to be like our new jam. Like, we're going to be trying to keeping that up to date and actually have a store that's stocked with like singles. Wow, imagine that. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm passing things off to Natalie Champagne, who's here, and she's going to be helping me out, keeping things sorted. So that is like fantastic. I should be able to get things going. I'll take the codes out. I could do that. And what if I take like the rare, hollow rare out and the energy? I mean, like, I could do the basic stat maintenance, and then what if you just do, if she just does like the commons and uncommons, like that'd be super helpful, because we are trying to get things sorted for like commons and uncommons too, which will help us get our shop up and rolling. So anyways, Guardians Rising, we could get some Lele's, we could get some Lichen Rocks, and we could also get Komo'os and what is Wishy-Washy in this set?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we could get just nothing but Komo'os and Wishy-Washies. I love that Machoke, by the way. Machoke, he really carries the whole team on his back. Look at him. He really does a lot of work, and I really appreciate Machoke just for everything that Machoke is. So yeah, but anyways, just got back from the gym. Feeling super feeling super jacked right now, man. Super tired. What do we got? First hit, we got a Drampaw GX. And what's really cool about the gym is that this is actually a rock climbing gym that I have joined. So I don't know if anybody's ever been rock climbing before, but they have it. It's like indoors, right? Indoor rock climbing. And what you do is that you can like climb on these walls, and it's called bouldering. So you're not like strapped in like you may have been before if you've ever been to like a rock climbing wall or something like that. You're not like strapped in. Ooh, choice band and field blower. Take those out. You're not strapped in or anything. You don't have a harness. It's just bouldering. And I guess, how high would you say that the walls are, Natalie, at this place?
15 feet?
Like 15, 20? I feel like 20 is like a good, like, they're pretty high, but I'd say it's like 20 feet high. Like, the walls go up to like 20 feet high.
Yeah, probably about 20 feet. Maybe.
And it's cool, and they have these different like varying difficulties as far as like the routes go. It's kind of like skiing, you know, like you got your bunny slopes, which are like the green routes, and then you have your advanced like double black diamond routes, which are like done in black, and it's a lot of fun. And there are people there that are super good. You know, I'm just a beginner, just learning how to do it, but it is a lot of fun, and I'm tearing up my hands. Like, look how rough this looks. Like, ow! I have blisters and calluses all over my poor hands, which are going to look a little ugly here on the pack opening channel, so I apologize for that, but it is a lot of fun. I've been having a blast doing it, and definitely it's a good workout, so that is a plus as well. Also, going to be streaming here momentarily. Natalie and I are going to head out to stream on the competitive channel, but at the time of filming this is Saturday, so by the time the streaming happens, the streaming will have already been in the past. But however, it should be a great stream, so if you are into watching competitive stuff, or if you're into gameplay at all, you can head on over to Derium's Competitive. Also got some super sweet artwork for Derium's Competitive. I hope you've all seen it. I got like this new picture done where it's like me throwing a Pokeball, and I've got Sneasel with a skateboard there, and I love it. I just think it turned out so well. This dude Christian from Poland ended up doing it, and I commissioned him to do it, and he did a fantastic job. It just looks so good. So that is really exciting as well. But if you like gameplay at all, you can head over to the competitive channel. We're doing a stream on Lucario GX. We just got ourselves a couple of Lucario GX boxes. Derium's actually has not got them in yet, so we don't have them in yet. So I had to go out to Walmart and actually buy 2 Lucario GX boxes. Natalie and I each bought one ourselves, and we're gonna crack them. Haven't cracked them yet. Don't know what we're gonna get, but the packs in them don't actually look that great.
There's an Origins pack in there.
There's an ancient origins pack. Why are we getting ancient origins?
It's rotated.
It is rotated, but
it's not even a good rotated set.
it's like we've got ancient origins.
Could have given us like Roy Kaiser.
There's like burning shadows in there, I think.
And a crimson invasion.
And a crimson invasion. Tapu Koko. Oh, and a Brooklet Hill field blower. All right, I feel like those cards are worth pulling out. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just me, but.
I can go through them at the end.
On to the second half. I need to get my sleeves somewhere where they're like a little easier to access. All right, to access, to excess. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna be streaming. Streaming has been a lot of fun on the competitive channel. So shout out to everybody who joined us last time. I think the first time I ended up doing it, it was me, Natalie, and Riley, and we ended up getting between 300 and 400 viewers on average. So that was like awesome. It's definitely a great time. Full Art How. Come on down. There you go. Full Art How. Very cool. Full Art How is a pretty cheap card if you're into collecting full arts. I think he's hovering around like $3 right now, something like that. Maybe even a little cheaper. How is definitely easy, to buy, an easy card to buy right now. But look at the art on that. I do think How is definitely a cool looking artwork as far as full art supporters go. I love the floral pattern in the background. Alolan Raichu, super cool as well. Definitely a appealing full art supporter card, to say the least. Speaking of full art supporter cards, y'all know that I got my Misty collection going. I got over 100 in person now. They actually have arrived, and I just cracked the 100 barrier, so that was super cool. And then also, for those of you that have been checking out my Twitter at enjoyfriend, ENJOY friend, or maybe have seen online, I am starting my own Etsy store as well. And to celebrate hitting 30,000 subscribers on Derium's competitive Pokemon, I'm doing a limited run of this Misty playmat that I commissioned, which is like super cool. You could go and check out the artwork on my Twitter at enjoyfriend, ENJOY friend. I'll also link to my Etsy in the description below so that you could go find the artwork that I printed on this map. But they're selling out super quick, and I'm really excited about it. I bought my first run. I bought 25 of them, and they sold super fast. The artist is the same artist who did my new logo for the competitive channel, so shout out to Christian. I'll put a link to his Deviant art in the description below as well. Christian is just an awesome dude, really, A+ guy, and does a really excellent job with all of his artwork. He does like a lot of Zelda stuff. He does a lot of Pokemon stuff. He does a lot of, different things as far as like Nintendo culture. So it's like really cool to see his interpretations of these characters, and he does a really excellent job doing that. But the Misty playmats are selling out super fast. They're like, let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, I bought 25, and the first 25 sold out like that. Like within 48 hours, the first 25 had sold out. So then I ordered 100 more with, Full Art Turtonator. Love that card. That is awesome. I ordered 100 more of the Misty playmats, and I'm already almost 20 down in the next 100. So they are selling out quick. I've sold almost 50 of them already, and I think that, I may end up doing one more run. This might be my last run of them. So if you're interested, check out my Etsy store in the description below. I think it's just like a really cool mat, and wanted to do it just in celebration of hitting 30,000 subs. And, I think that periodically I'll end up doing different kind of like promotional events like this and things like that for the competitive channel as the competitive channel grows. Another Turtonator. I'm also really excited for, there's this event that I got booked for, PokeCon, and it's happening in Louisiana. It's in like the end of September. That is going to be really exciting as well. I've been talking to the dude running it or helping organize it, Nathan, and he's been in contact with me about some other cool talent that they're bringing there, some voice actors and things like that from the original anime, like super exciting. Maybe some Dragon Ball Z people, stuff like that. So some really cool stuff going on, and this is the first like convention that I've ever been booked for. So that is like really exciting for me. I'm really stoked to go and just like be able to meet people and have my own table and to be at an event and get to enjoy being at an event without having to worry about competing, first of all, which is awesome because I get to just hang out and just enjoy Pokemon and have a good time and look at vendors and meet people and stuff like that. And I don't have to worry about performance at all. But then also to sell stuff, I'm just like working on building up my merch and stuff and working on getting some various things to sell and just things like, play mats, t-shirts, stuff like that. I'm working with Derium and trying to figure out what kind of sweet stuff we can bring to you guys as an audience and a community that you all would be excited about. I'm trying to brainstorm some t-shirt ideas and things like that. I mean, I am also working on GX counters as well with a buddy of mine who owns a machine shop, and I think those are turning out really cool too. If you go to my Etsy store, you see that I'm also doing Pokemon Go prints. We've got another Grandpa! I'm also doing Pokemon Go photography prints because I am a photographer and taking pictures in Pokemon Go is like my favorite part of doing that. And I also have some other ideas for like potential artwork coming down the line here that I really want to get commissioned, that I really want to bring into reality. It's just, it's a little expensive, so like I can't do it all at once, but I'm really excited about just like getting artwork created for the channel too. I went to school for art. Art means a lot to me, and I find it to be one of the most fun parts about the Pokemon trading card game is that I love, the artwork of the cards. There was a while where actually I was just taking pictures of the artwork of Pokemon cards and then like putting them up for people to download and use as like their desktop wallpapers and things like that with my camera. So like that was a lot of fun. Actually, if you've seen it, it's called like Mahone's Wallpapers or something on Facebook, and that's just up there. So like I take like high resolution pictures of some of my various favorite Pokemon cards, and you can see their backgrounds, and it just looks really nice, and it's really striking to use as like computer backdrops and stuff like that. And all right, so how are we doing? Let's actually talk about how we doing on this case so far. We've got no Lele's, Natalie. Nothing here. We cruising. I'm trying to open as quickly as I can, but it's not, I'm no Derium. I'm really not. I mean, I try, but I just, he's got his stack maintenance is just so insane. I don't think that there's any way that I keep up with it. And he just has got it down to a science. We've got a Sylveon down to a science, or just like insane muscle memory. I don't know. I'm done pulling out cards like. You can organize the whole pack?
Yeah.
Natalie thinks you can organize the whole pack. Let's try that.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if maybe I could just crack, look for the hit, and then Natalie's gonna sort everything else. She got it. All right. Ooh, Toxapex full art. Very cool. And then Toxapex full art. I guess I'll put Toxapex full art in a sleeve. Nothing. I could take the code card out. That's fine. Toxapex. So the next event that I'm going to will be the Charlotte Regional Championships. Definitely excited about Charlotte. Should be a good time. It's in standard format. Standard format is my favorite format to play. I'm definitely not a huge expanded fan, which if there's any competitive players out there, probably know that I'm not a huge expanded fan, considering at the last expanded tournament, I played a mostly standard deck. And still did pretty well, so, definitely can't complain about that. But yeah, not a huge expanded fan. I just think that there's too many, like, broken card options, broken card combinations, cards that, like, weren't even intended. Double Rockruff! Cards that weren't even intended to ever interacting together. And it's tiresome, and it's exhausting having to deal with broken card combinations, like turn 1 Getsis, turn 1 Hexmaniac, things like that. I feel like you could just do way too much on the first turn of the game. Turn 1 Item Lock is insane as well. Quaking Punch is nuts. Garbodor is insane. Versus Seeker's insane. I don't know. It's just frustrating to me. But, and then Zoroark and Skyfield is like way too insane. With Execute as well. I feel like there's just a lot of crazy card combinations in expanded format that weren't necessarily intended to go together. Now, Pokemon did do a pretty good job of keeping up with the ban list for a while. I mean, we do have some things like Shiftry was banded for Forest of Giant Plants, but then Shiftry got unbanned because Force of Giant Plants just ended up getting the ban hammer. Another Turtle Man GX. Turtle
How many
Man.
hits are we gonna go without a Lele?
A turtle gentleman. Just imagine if all these turtle gentlemen were Leliths.
I would have rather traded the Komodo.
Oh, the Kavo'o could have been a Lele,
Yeah,
right.
that could have been a Lele.
Think of all the Leles we could have had. Maybe we'll get a Lele eventually. So, Natalie, we're pretty far in at this point. How long do you think that we can go? I mean, how many Leles do you think that we're going to have at the end of this thing?
I would say like maybe 4.
4? I think 4 is like a fair
We get
guess.
like 1 out of the next 4 out of the 5 next boxes.
I'm predicting that there's a box where we get 2.
There might be.
I think that that'll
Calm
happen.
down.
And then, so I think that there'll be a box where we get 2. But I have also opened like entire cases where I get like 1 of the GX that I'm looking for.
Right.
I did that actually on PTCGO the other day. I opened like an entire case worth of codes for Crimson Invasion and only got 1 Buzzwole, and it was a Rainbow Rare Buzzwole, but that was just the only Buzzwole we got. Hey, Lele. There it is. All right. That's what's up. We finally got ourselves a regular art Tapu Lele GX. That is the card that we wanted for sure. Some rainbow rares would be nice though. I just think that the rainbow rare Tapu Lele is just so pretty. It is so nice. The full arts are the ones that I use in tournaments, and I do like the full arts for sure. I mean, I do play with it at tournaments, but I think those rainbow rares are just so insane. I mean, if I had rainbow rare Leles, I wouldn't even play with any other rainbow rares in my deck. I've been playing, I got like a rainbow rare Buzzwole that I play. I got rainbow rare Lycanrocs that I play. Shout out to the dude who sent me those rainbow rare Lycanrocs. You the man. You are the man. But yeah, I feel like I would just play with like no other rainbow rares, and I would just bling out my Leles and just let them just shine, you know, and you put those rainbow rare Leles down and you're just like bam. Speaking of blinging out decks, woo! On to the next box. This is box number 3. We are getting over the hill. It is the hump box, if you will. The middle box. Kind of like, you know, Wednesdays, hump day. You get it. All right. Anyways, speaking of blinging out decks, I actually, at the Collinsville Regional Championship, played another Turtle Man first pack. First pack out. We got Turtle Man GX. That is our 4th Turtle Gentleman of the evening. But at the Collinsville Regional Championship, played Buzzwole Garb. Loved that deck. Natalie ended up getting 2nd place at that deck with that deck. Whoop whoop. But I ended up playing Nest Ball in the deck, and I thought that I wanted some golden Pokeballs to put in there. So I went, talked to my buddy Sean, got 2 full art, not full art, but I guess they're full art. 2 secret rare,
yeah.
2 secret rare Nest Balls. They were like $7 a piece. I was like, that's cool. $14 to swag out and have a little fun at a regional championship. I'll ship it. So I did that. Got some secret rare Nest Balls for the deck. And then Sean was over my place, and Sean had like just bought a car. What do we get? A Metagross GX. Sean was over my house, and Sean had like just bought a car, and he's like, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm feeling like I need a little cash in my pocket, just bought a car, so feeling a little low. He's like, I know you want these secret rare Ultra Balls, the full art Ultra Balls. I was like, bro, I do not need no full art Ultra Balls. Them is like $50 cards. Like, I do not need no $200 worth of full art secret rare Ultra Balls in my deck. And if you guys know anything about how I play, I bend my cards in half. Like, I really do. I shuffle really heavily. So these beautiful full art Ultra Balls would just get bent in half, and they're going to be in like turbo played condition in a matter of days. And he's like, well, what if because what I wanted to buy a full art Lucamine off of him. That's what I wanted from the newest set from Ultra Prism. I really wanted the full art Lucamine from Ultra Prism. He had it. I'd actually traded it to him, and then I decided that I wanted to buy it back. I was like, because I missed it. Like in a moment of weakness, I traded it to him the other week, and then I decided I wanted it back. So we got our first Lycan Rock. Oh yeah, Bloodthirsty Eyes. Very cool. Very good card. So I wanted the full art Lusamine back, but he's like, okay, well, what if what if we make the Lusamine part of a deal for like these Ultra Balls? And I was like, man, I don't want your Ultra Balls. He's like, well, I feel like keeping the Lusamine then. Sean drives a hard bargain, So I was like, okay, fine. What are you asking on the Ultra Balls? And then he was like, I think he said like, one, something like $30 a piece. They were like, it was like 120 for or like 130 for the Ultra Balls and the full art Lusamine, So I was like, okay, I was getting the Ultra Balls at like $30 a piece and the Lusamine. We ended up hustling like a little bit more. I wanted like a couple other cards. I wanted a full art Teammates. I wanted a full art Brock's Grit. I kept trying to like pile on other things to like, really try to convince me to make the sale because I didn't really feel like dropping 100. Oh, yeah. Secret Rare Enhanced Hammer. That is a beautiful card. Check that out. Cool stuff. Talking about Secret Rare supporters. Don't look at my finger. Oh, it hurts from the gym. That is a pretty good art, though. We've got maybe a little bit of top wear here on the top left corner, but otherwise, definitely a good looking Enhanced Hammer. That would be fun to play in a deck as well. There are some standard decks playing Enhanced Hammer right now, so an awesome pull. Sick rip there. But $150 later, I think I had traded for the 4 Ultra Balls, the Teammates, a Brock's Grit, and a Lusamine. Is that everything?
I don't remember.
I think that was everything in the trade. So it was like the 4 Ultra Balls, a full art
and your Versus Seekers?
Teammates. No, I didn't get the Verse Seekers back. I kept trying. I also traded him my 4 Secret Rare Verse Seekers that are like super played condition, and then I decided I wanted those back too. But he still got those, and he says he'll trade them back to me eventually. But yeah, those are like the Verse Seekers that I got 9th place at Worlds at, so I kind of want those back. But anyways. $150 later, I had the 4 Secret Rare Ultra Balls and a full art Teammates and a full art Lusamine and a full art Brock's Grit. I kept trying to like pile on like just one more thing. Just give me one more thing. Ooh, wishy-washy. And he was like, no, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's like, I've already given you the 4 Ultra Balls, so it was like fine. And $150. Had to take it. The Ultra Balls themselves are like 40, 50. I think they're like $50 cards. Sylveon. Every time I see a Sylveon, I'm like, oh, is it Lele? Oh, it could be Lele. Because they're like kind of pink, similar looking card. But anyway, so the point is now I am the proud owner of 4 played condition full art Ultra Balls because I got them, and then obviously I wanted to take them for a test drive, and so I was playing with them, and now they are played. They are definitely played condition, but that's fine. I don't plan on them going anywhere. Ultra Ball, I think, should be legal for like a long time. So I just plan on playing these 4 Secret Rare Ultra Balls in all my decks, like for pretty much ever. So that just is what it is. It's an investment, plus, Sean is just an awesome dude and ends up helping me out all the time anyways, as far as like getting things situated with shipping. I mean, he has been real clutch as far as helping me figure out how I'm going to ship out all these playmats on my Etsy, which is in the description below. And you should definitely check out because that Misty playmat on my Etsy store is insane, and I think that is just like such a cool playmat. I got them in. Think they look stunning. You can see a picture of the actual printed out playmats on my Twitter. I got a fat stack of them. They come individually wrapped. Very cool stuff. So he's been really helping me out, get set up with like, stamps.com and getting an account and figuring out how to deal with my own shipping things. Like I usually when I ship stuff, I just go and I just go to the post office, throw it in like a priority mail mailer and just like I pay just, out the wazoo for shipping. And he's like, nah, if you're going to be selling things, like regularly, you gotta cut that out because you're losing way too much money. So it was, we had to figure out what the optimal ways to ship playmats were, but it was awesome. Had some supplies lying around the studio here, and we definitely got the process streamlined. I had to go out and buy a printer. Went out and bought a printer at Walmart like last night at midnight when Sean was over, and me, Natalie, and Sean went out to Walmart and got like a nice. It was like a $60 printer.
A nice Epson printer.
A nice Epson printer. It was only $60. It was actually not that bad. So I think we're starting to run out of room here. We have one Lele, so that's not horrible. One Lele out of it's pretty horrible, and that's not what you want.
Not good.
It's not
We
good,
can still make up for it though.
but we can still make up for it. What I've got. Ooh, it was a rainbow rare Vikavolt. All right, but it was a rainbow rare. That's our first rainbow rare. 3 boxes deep. No rainbow rares. We had gotten a secret rare enhanced hammer though, so that is a sick looking card though. Vikavolt GX, very very cool. And also, I want you guys to let me know, what do you guys think of the new Lucario GX? What do you guys think? Anybody who plays the game or just knows about the game, you guys excited for Lucario GX? You think it's going to be a card that has any sort of impact whatsoever? Or at least excited that there is a Lucario GX? Any Lucario fans out there? I personally am not the biggest Lucario fan, I have to say. However, I do have some allegiance to Lucario, because I did play a Lucario EX. Another Lele! Oh yeah, regular art. Okay, so now we are moving right along here with our Lele situation. That is much, much better. Very cool. We got 2 of them Leles now. But I do have some allegiance to Lucario, like I had said, because I played a Lucario EX in my 2015 regional championship winning list, and it was the full art Lucario, and I think that the full art Lucario just looks so sweet. I think that's like probably the best Lucario art like ever printed for sure. The full art Lucario looks so insane. So definitely got some sort of place in my heart for Lucario, even though I think he's a little goofy. Yes, and then I also made a deck called Lucario Hammers one year during City Championships. I think it was 2016. Yeah, City Championships 2016, the last year of City Championships. RIP to Cities. I played a deck called Lucario Hammers, and you just literally played like a bunch of Lucarios, a bunch of Haluchas, and a bunch of Focus Sashes, and you just hammered your opponent away while like corkscrew smashing, and it was awesome. And I loved it, and that deck was super cool too. And then I also played a Lucario EX in my 9th place Dallas Regional Championship list, and that was in like what, January?
Yep.
Yeah, that was just in January. So I mean, Lucario EX, me and Lucario EX, we go way back. So I definitely got some history with Lucario, and have played that dude at way more tournaments than most people. All right, we've got a full art Lycanroc. I love this art of Lycanroc. The full art Lycanroc is super sweet. Don't you agree, Natalie?
Yes, I own 3.
Yes, Natalie bought the full art Lycanroc, spec'd on those before they got big, right?
Yes,
You didn't.
I did. They were like $5 a piece.
Yep.
Now they're more expensive.
They're definitely more expensive. I don't know how much full art Lycanroc is, but it's not $5 no more. That thing is probably up in like the $15, $20 range, because I think like the regular arts are like over 10, aren't they?
Right. I was like, well, if this card's ever good, I want to be.
Ooh, we've got ourselves a full art Mallow. Full art Mallow. That is an awesome full art supporter card. Full art Mallow, I think, has got to be decently expensive right now, considering how many decks are playing Mallow.
Sure it is.
You know, sure it is.
I think it's like $10.
I'm gonna look. All right, let's look. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. Full art Mallow. Excuse me, guys. We got to figure this out right on the spot. Mallow, full art Mallow. How much? 8? Is it only $8?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that would be expensive. No.
I sold out at $8.50.
It's like $8.50, but it's sold out. So that's not that expensive for a full art that is getting played in almost every Zoroark deck right now. That's pretty nuts. I would just assume that Mallow is going to be hitting a little harder than that, but I guess not. I guess my price gauge is not fully calibrated. I don't know. I mean, I guess that is what it is. I guess a decent amount of Guardians Rising is getting opened anyways. Just like this, so there probably is a lot of full art Mallows on the market, just because of how much Guardians Rising is getting opened.
It also was very cheap
for
until
Lele's.
Zoroark came out. Like nobody really played Mallow.
Right. So Mallow sitting at like, at like $8 to $9. Like that's not bad. Another Komo. Why Komo? That's fine. you're a silly dragon Pokemon. That's okay. What's your guys' favorite dragon Pokemon? I don't know. Let me think about my favorite dragon Pokemon for a second. I don't really know. I think it might be favorite dragon. Natalie, what's your favorite dragon type
I'm
Pokemon?
thinking about it right now.
I'm gonna try and think of my favorite dragon type Pokemon. It's definitely not Komodo. Sorry, Duder. You are not making the cut as far as my favoritist dragonist Pokemon, and it's not you. And that's no hard feelings, Komodo dragon. No hard feelings. You just don't make the cut, man. I don't know. I think Dragonite's like cool, but definitely goofy. Dragonite is one of our friends, JW. It's definitely like his favorite Pokemon. But he is definitely a goober. I think maybe even like Dragonair might be cooler than Dragonite. I think Dragonair is pretty cool. I feel like there's somebody I'm just like not thinking of. What Charizard? You could do Mega Charizard's favorite dragon Pokemon. Could be. I think that'd be Andrew Wambolt's favorite dragon Pokemon.
Yes.
Buddy of mine, Andrew Wambolt, loves Charizard. He even runs a website called the Charizard Lounge, and he's come to my Halloween parties before, and he dressed as Charizard. Andrew is the man. He is awesome. And because like apparently they have these like Charizard hoods that you could get on like for the Pokemon Center or something, and he just would like, and they're like intended for children, and he just like bought one and just wore
Looks
it.
like a hat, not like an outfit.
It looks like a hat, not an outfit, right? It looks like oh yeah, we've got a full art Lele. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Oh yeah. Full art Lele there. Nice. So we're rocking 3 right now with 2 boxes remaining. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, we might actually get like 5 or something, maybe, if these last couple actually cooperate and buff out here. We'll have to wait and see. I've got a huge mound. Oh, and the last pack of that box, we've got a Tapu Koko coming in there. Very cool. We've got 3 Leles so far and a bunch of Turtle Men as well. The Leles are definitely picking up steam. The first things were looking definitely sad on the Lele front. How many Turtle Men we got? Like 4 Turtle Men? We got like 4 Turtle Mans. All right, on to the next one. See what kind of damage we can do with 2 more boxes remaining of Guardians Rising. Now, I heard Derium up here. He did what? He did an entire case. I've got nowhere to put this anymore. He did an entire case of Ultra Prism, and he was asking like, what kind of videos do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer like the long single opener, kind of just monologuing, talking, whatever? Do you prefer tag team videos, shorter videos, where you guys just have like, people personalities playing off each other? What kind of stuff do you guys like? What do you prefer? Now, I've heard some people say that they like just tuning in and zoning out while we got one of us just out here just cracking packs, talking about stuff, and it's kind of like a podcast, and I kind of agree with that. That's kind of neat, and I do enjoy listening to some of our own openings, even, and not myself, but like listening to Derium and listening to Mikey in the background while I might be doing other stuff, because it's cool. You kind of get to catch up on what's just going on with the Derium scene, what's going on with Pokemon and just life in general and that kind of stuff. So I do like that. But do you guys like these big, long openings, case openings? Oh, we've got a Secret Rare Max Potion. Oh, yeah. So that is super sick. I'm glad we were able to get Max Potion and we were able to get Enhanced Hamper. Some of these Zoroark decks out here actually play 1 copy of Max Potion and 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer. So that would be like super sick to throw into one of those. Also, speaking of collections and collector pieces and all that, I am stepping a little further into the collector realm myself. Just with some, with the whole Misty collection, obviously, like that's just been kind of like a fun little hobby for me to do. You're just trying to get like a ton of full art Misties. Being over 100 is awesome. But then also the Misties treatment, like that, I got that card, right? Which, so any of you who saw my video on my Misty collection saw that I did have that rare Japanese promo Misty's treatment card, which is super cool. Actually Natalie hooked me up and helped me get one of these VS series Misty's cards recently. So like that was
Quagsire.
awesome. The Quagsire, right. So they're like the VS series cards were only released in Japan. So there's like a Quagsire that Misty has, but Misty also has like a Lapras, I think, that's part of the VS series, and a couple other cards that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm trying to collect the Misty VS series cards. And then also the Misty's treatment. So like I have the single Misty's treatment card, but I don't have the whole CD kit, the whole CD case, the CD kit that it comes with. So the Misty's treatment card was this promo that was released in Japan only. There's a Vikavolt. It's released in Japan only, and it came with like this Lapras CD and the card. It was the only way to get the card is it came with this Lapras CD kit, and I don't really know what's on the CD, right? I don't know what kind of music is going to be on here whatsoever, but there was somebody trading for them online, trading them, and they were trying to trade it to another collector. So I was like, oh snap, that's me. So we ended up trading. I traded a Ultra Prism box for a sealed Misty's Treatment CD kit, and also there's a Lycanroc, and also an opened Misty's Treatment CD kit with the cards included in both. Obviously, well, one of them's not open and the other one's opened, but then all the contents are still remaining in the package. So that's really exciting to me. So I'm gonna have two Misty's Treatments complete kits, one open so that you can see the CD and all the contents inside, and one completely sealed. And that is just a huge step forward for my Misty collection. That is amazing. I'm really stoked on that. That is just going to look awesome on my shelf back at my apartment with all my other Misty stuff that I'm collecting. This dude, Calum, ended up hooking me up with the Misty sleeves. I had my eye on those, wanted to get the Misty sleeves. Calum ended up doing me a solid. A Rainbow Rare Toxapex. Second Rainbow Rare of the case only. And it's a Toxapex. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, that's fine, though. Toxapex Rainbow Rare, you do your thing, man. You don't let nobody tell you how valuable or invaluable you are. You know, you live your life. Don't let others define you, Toxapex. Don't let other people tell you that you aren't playable. Your Spike Cannon, you know, could be good. You never know. Don't let people tell you that you ain't nothing. But I'm sure that that's actually for like collectors. They're probably excited when cards aren't playable because they get to buy them super cheap. But then I'm also going to ask, I've been having one horrible time trying to find like a PSA 10 worthy Misty's Determination. Like I haven't seen one yet out of all the ones that I've ordered, but I think that's like for the most part, card shops like don't really care about trying to keep their cards in like super mint condition. But then also, like, you're just gonna get some factory defects on almost every single card. Like this Toxapex, you know, has some whitening at the top. Almost every single card you open, I feel like you're gonna get some sort of defect on it. And the problem that I'm finding with the Misties is that almost all of them, there's an upside down Sandshrew. Sandshrew, what are you doing, Sandshrew? Almost all of the cards that I've opened, almost all the Misties that I've found, have had some sort of factory defect towards the top, and they just have like this. It looks like some texturizing or something, or some texturing went wrong. It basically looks like there's some sort of fossilized print on the top of the Misties, and I know it's not just the way that like one card shop handled their Misty's full art determinations. Oh, we got a bunch of upside down cards and a full art Komodo Dragon. Okay, Komodo Dragon GX right here. Very cool stuff. But I've been finding the same defect with like almost all my Misties, which is nuts because I have 100 of them now that I've looked over, and not a single one of the 100 do I think is a PSA 10. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and PSA, we got a Toxapex. Toxapex. Very cool. Toxapex is actually kind of crazy looking. You ever like really spend some time looking at Toxapex? Like, look at that creepy little dude in there hanging out in that shell, just doing his thing, man, with them creepy little eyes. Like, Toxapex, you really a creepy dude for real. Like, I don't know how many people actually give you enough love to actually really look at you, but he definitely a creepy looking dude. And we on to the final box. So, I'm on the hunt for a PSA 10 Misty's Determination. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. I do know why, because it's sweet. I don't know how I'm gonna find one or where, but I'm trying. I have 4 boxes of evolutions here. I'm gonna crack those. I'm gonna see if I can find one that potentially could be PSA 10 worthy in that 4 boxes there. I've already pulled one from Derium's stash so far, but that was not a PSA 10 either. It had some sort of defect. So my question is, are there any like super collectors out there who try to get the most minty versions of all their cards? And how do you guys do it? Do you guys just open boxes yourselves until you end up just hitting like the one copy of every card that you want to find, and then it just happens to be nice on the back? I mean, is there anyone out there who you think like collects PSA 10 of every single card ever printed? Is there anybody who's trying to do that? I feel like that would be almost an insurmountable task. What do you think that's even possible, Natalie?
No, probably not.
Probably not, right? Because there's
PSA
like
10 of every card ever? No.
it doesn't seem possible,
Why-
right?
And then you have the PSA grade commons.
PSA grading commons, right? Seems rough. But okay, so there's probably people who at least want PSA 10s of every like EX, GX,
Ultra rare card.
and ultra rare card, right?
Yeah.
Like that seems a little more reasonable. But you know, back before there were EXs and GXs, you know, do you think that there's probably people who are trying to get PSA graded versions of those holographic cards too, I guess. Right? I guess it's just, I mean, really each collector's, you know, that's the thing about a collection is it's just like you decide what cards are sweet to you and then you just try to go get them. So, you know, everybody's collection is different. I don't think there's anybody who's just like, and, you know, there's some people who are trying to collect the same thing. There's definitely fun in that. Oh, yeah, got that 4th Lele. There she is. That is awesome. I've seen some people trying to get, like, play sets of every EX and GX. That's pretty cool. But for me, I've decided, like, definitely not happening on the every single card thing. Definitely not happening on the every single EX or GX thing, because there's just some EXs and GXs I just don't really care for either. Like some are cooler than others, and I like the artwork on some. So for me, it's just like I think if I just like a card, I'll collect it. That's just where I'm at right now. And, you know, the Misty thing has been cool. The skateboard thing is cool as well. I actually had some ideas, man. I love the skateboard artwork that I got done. A Ninetales. I love the skateboard artwork so much that I ended up getting for the competitive channel. I think that logo turned out super, super sick. And the artist did a real nice job on that. And I want to get like more artwork done of like Sneasels and skateboards. I just think that like looks so cool. And I think like for a while, Sneasel was like definitely my favorite Pokemon, or Weavile was my favorite Pokemon. Like Weavile was for sure, because when I started playing another full art Lycanroc, sick. When I started playing Pokemon, actually, like in college, like started playing again, I should say, because I played growing up, and then I took a little while off in like middle school, and then I came back to the game in high school when like Fire Red, Leaf Green came out. But then in college, I got Pokemon Pearl. Oh yeah, in high school when Fire Red, Leaf Green came out, you know, in like 2005, 2006, 2004 was when Fire Red, Leaf Green came out.
I remember.
All right, well, I was buying Fire Red, Leaf Green packs. Yeah, in 2005 though.
Yeah.
So like I was buying some of those in 2005. I never bought Rocket Returns. When did Rocket Returns come out?
2005. I think it was after Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Okay, so I was never buying Rocket Returns stuff, but I remember being able to go to my 7-Eleven, to my local 7-Eleven in like 2006, and they had packs of Fire Red, Leaf Green there. So like, you know, I mean, the set might have been older at that point.
Yeah.
But I was buying them, you know, they didn't have the most recent set at the 7-Eleven. I mean, I was buying packs at a 7-Eleven, for goodness sake. Like, I didn't really, you know, I wasn't exactly ordering online or doing anything like that. So I got back into the cards at the end of my high school career with my buddy Alex. And then when I went away to college, I kind of put the cards away. I actually ended up selling a lot of my cards online and stuff, which I really wish I hadn't have done, because they were really cool stuff like Fire Red, Leaf Green EXs and stuff like that. But I wish I hadn't have done that, but I did, so that's fine. Poor college kid, needed some money. But I was playing Diamond and Pearl, and I did that while traveling for my track and field and cross country events. And that was a lot of fun. And Weavile was like my favorite, easily my favorite Pokemon out of those games. I just thought Weavile was so sick. And then I actually taught myself how to play like the game competitively with the video game. So I taught myself how to like EV train and IVs, and I taught myself how to breed and all that, just like looking up videos and how-tos on the internet. And then I would just like, I got some of my friends into it at college. So that was cool. So we would like play each other. My first ever official Pokemon event was actually a Pokemon regional for the video game. So that was like a lot of fun. And I think I ended up finishing in like the top 20 or so. I think there were like about 200 people there. Or no, I think there were over 300 people there. And I ended up finishing in like the top 20. So that was pretty cool. But it was like done super weird. It was like single elimination. It was like the organization for the video game was not like super up to par yet. So that was cool. So Weavile was like my favorite Pokemon for a while, but I think since in the last like couple years, I've realized that I actually like Sneasel better. And I've always liked Sneasel ever since that Sneasel, the beat up Sneasel came out of Neo Genesis. I have like loved Sneasel and thought the Sneasel was just so cool. And then of course I loved Weavile because Weavile evolved from Sneasel, but I think I actually just like Sneasel better. But both are super cool anyways. So I don't know. I feel like Sneasel just I feel like is my spirit Pokemon. So I do love Zapdos still, obviously. I do really love Electabuzz as well, but Sneasel's definitely my dude. And then I think Sneasel just looks so cool on a skateboard. Like, I just love the concept of that. So I want to get more artwork of Sneasels and skateboards done in the future. But we are down to the final 2 packs, the final countdown. I will crack these, and then what I'm going to do is lay these guys out. We ended up with 4 Lele's exactly, Natalie, unless this is a Lele. Unless this is a Lele, you were right, and that's not a Lele, so Natalie was correct that we've got 4 Lele's. I'm going to go ahead and break these down real quick and see how many of each card that we ended up getting. Looks like we've got way too many. Oh, there's a Vikavolt in here that never got a sleeve. Well, would you look at that? Skipped right on over you. And Toxapexes. And there's Toxapex, there's Toxapex, there's Lele's, and Enhanced Hammer, Max Potion, cool stuff. Lycanrocs. Do like that we got a full play set of Lycanrocs. That is nice. We definitely got our fair share of Toxapexes. Felt like we hit a lot of Ninetales too. Natalie, is there anything you're seeing that we didn't get in this?
Not a lot of Wishy-Washy.
In this poll, we thankfully did not get a lot of Wishy-Washy.
Wishy-Washy's not the least playable card in that set, though.
You're right. It's not the least playable
Not
card
a
in the
lot of
set.
Metagross, there's one, I think.
I think, yeah, we didn't get a lot of Metagross either. We've got a ton of
Rainbow
like
rares.
Vikavolts. We did not get a lot of Rainbow Rares. Nope. So a little sparing on the Rainbow Rares as well. We got a ton of Turtonators, so that's cool. 2 full art supporters. Okay. We got 2 full art supporters. Vikavolt. Here we go with our secret rares. We only get 2 Tapu Kokos. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so let's check out and see what we got. Just going to go ahead and stack these up real quick, divide them out. Where are my Drampals? My Drampals. And the Sylveons. Cool. Sylveon's like kind of low-key a deck too. People have been playing that. And I feel like it never goes away. Never ceases to show up. So let's break down what we got out of one whole case or 6 individual boxes of Guardians Rising. We've got 2 full art supporters, 1 Mallow, and 1 How. We also got 2 secret rare trainer item cards, a Max Potion, and an Enhanced Hammer. We've got 2 copies of Tapu Koko. We've got 4 Komodo Dragon GXs. We've got 4 Alolan Ninetales, which is 1 full art and 3 regular rares. Gonna stack those like that. We also got 5? Is this our most frequent hitter? I think was Turtle Man GX. We've got 5 Turtle Gentlemen right here with the 1 full art leading the pack. Very cool. We've got 1 of each Vikavolt GX with actually 2 regular arts, so total of 4 Vikavolt GX. We've got 4 Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele making a comeback there after looking a little dry in our first couple boxes. We've got 3 Tapu Lele regular arts and 1 full art. Awesome that we ended up pulling out on that one. Ended up pulling that out with the Lele hits. 3 copies of Drampa GX, 2 full art Lycanrocs, and 2 regular art Lycanrocs. We got a singleton Metagross, and 1 Rainbow Rare one of each Toxapex. Okay. And 3 Sylveon and a Wishy-Washy. So that's it. How do you think we did? Did we do hot? Did we do not? Well, I think we did pretty middle of the road here. Looks okay as far as our 6 boxes of Guardians Risings goes. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out all the cool stuff I dropped for you guys in the description. Make sure to ring that bell, like the video, sub to the channel. Peace.